Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the Gamma Ray Podcast. I'm Tim with Justin.
How's it going, guys?
Okay, everyone, and this week we are getting into our masters, our supreme overlords, the Reptilians.
All hail
And
the
I'm,
reptilians.
and I'm fucking excited. I'm fucking excited. I'm nerding out about this one, man, because I am a big fan of this whole conspiracy theory. I don't know if I believe a single fucking word of it,
It's
but it's
hard.
a lot of fun to think about.
It's hard, man. It's some of that stuff. When you're doing the research on it, just seems far fetched. Like it's out there, man.
I think that's being generous
Yeah,
because it's some insane shit that's going down.
yeah.
And
Like
I it's like again, I go back to the Bigfoot thing. Like I want to believe it's true.
I don't know if I want to believe this one's true.
Well,
To be
it's
honest with you.
aliens. For me, it's aliens, and I'll take it however I can get it at this point. You know what I mean? Like the hearing they just had, the UFO hearing, which was a fucking complete waste of time.
I didn't hear anything about a UFO hearing.
Yeah, last week they had a congressional UFO hearing, and they had like an admiral on there, and again they're like, well, we don't really know what it is, but we can't explain it. I'm like, just fucking say it's aliens.
No, they can't say that, man.
We already know that you mean aliens when you say that.
Well, the whole, yeah. I mean, you know what they're saying, but to come right out and say it is, I know the government believes that it'll cause mass panic.
That was in the fucking 50s, man.
Yeah, people are sheep, man. Individuals smart, but
that was in the 50s. I mean, if you're still in that mentality, you're in the wrong fucking decade, bud. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
You got a point.
But no, they need to just come out and say, look, there's some crazy shit flying over our ships and our nuclear places. We don't know what it is. We definitely don't think that it's any of our enemies. Or then if it's not them and it's not us, there's only one other solution.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
it's extraterrestrial or interdimensional.
Not some small little island country who decided to create a damn UFO.
No, they're coming from inside the planet Earth. If they're coming from the hollow Earth, are they still considered aliens?
Depends on whether or not they came from Earth or they came from outer space, you know?
Right. Well, what if they're like born and originated in the center of the Earth? They have to be they're Earthlings.
Then they're Americans.
Technically. Yeah. I know they're patriotic. They gotta be. All right. Let's just jump right into this thing, man. Because it's fucking out there. It's out there. All right. So, like I said before, the Reptilians, they're known as our masters and our overlords, and we owe everything we have to them.
Yep. Praise to our overlords, of course. Yeah.
If they're listening,
I get on their good side now.
And if they're listening, thanks for listening.
I could be a pet later instead of stock. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I'll be in the breeding program. I mean, that's
well, I think they'd be more like cows.
Oh.
I'd rather be a pet,
Yeah. I guess we had to choose one of the two. So there's a vast amount of conspiracy theories regarding reptilians and how they control the world governments, religions, financial institutes, and any other form of mass control that are exacted on us. Yeah, especially if I'm guessing right now, financial institutes are probably would have to be one of the biggest ones for control.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
our banking system. And
200 years ago, it would have been the churches.
You're right. Well, yeah, not anymore. It's definitely the financial institute. So, I mean, like the biggest banks own the biggest gas companies, the gasoline companies and oil companies, So if it's not them, who the fuck is it? They got all the money and all the power, and they're too big to fail.
Don't you know it's Billy Bob out in West Virginia?
And if there's a way to control somebody, like, well, you're not getting your money. What are you going to do?
Nothing.
You can't do anything. And even on your debit card, it's just like, we promise you have X amount of dollars in your account. It's not real money. It's not paper money.
No, it's all electronic money.
But trust
all they
us.
have to do is hit the delete button.
But trust us, it's there. Yeah, they want you to trust them that the money is actually there. So there's a lot of debate over their origins, and depending on where you're looking and what website you're on, you're going to get a different answer every single time.
Oh yeah, every time I went researching.
Yeah, you found something new.
Yeah,
you found something new. So like some of the theories are that they came from space, which is my favorite theory on that. That they're the original inhabitants of Earth, got really super advanced, left, and then they started coming back. I don't know, 1400, 1500 time period. Yeah, and have been running the world ever since.
That's kind of my personal favorite one. They were
it's
here,
a cool story.
They left. Yeah, came back.
It'd be a cool movie.
Well, dude, like for instance, there was a theory some paleontologists put out. That was if the mass extinction of the dinosaurs didn't happen, that raptors would have eventually been the dominant species
because they're more intelligent.
Yeah, they work together. They had their own communication system.
They're clever girls.
Yeah, exactly. I was reading about that. Wow, it was a while back. But yeah, they said that they would have eventually evolved into like a bipedal creature
race.
Yeah.
But I mean, but then there's those theories that they turn into birds.
Yeah, there's that too.
So they're either then again reptilian super species or they're fucking pigeons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bunch of chickens running around controlling the world, man.
That's it. Yeah. What if it's just like a panel of birds making all the decisions for Earth? Holy fuck.
This is a big fucking 6 foot tall pigeon. I mean, chicken.
So like the cool thing about this is that it's not, kind of like the Black Eyed Kids episode we just did, where it's more of a recent kind of thing. They go back thousands and thousands.
Oh yeah, these stories are as old as civilization.
Oh yeah. So some of the ancient cultures of the world even depict reptilian creatures as some like their gods, or like the enemy of their gods, essentially. So like in the Hindu faith, for instance, there are reptilian-like creatures known as, and I'm gonna fuck this up, I know it, Rakshasas. That is a tough.
I don't know, man.
But in their stories,
Rakshasas,
they had like anti-gravity type crafts.
Yeah, that pretty,
and on
spot
top of
on.
That, on top of that too, there was descriptions of like what would happen like after a nuclear blast would happen, like irradiation.
Oh really? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, like there was like, in some of the stories, like the way they described like the aftermath, like some of the people they were describing is very similar to that, like Hiroshima or Nagasaki.
Yeah. I never actually ran across anything
right
about that. So
I think what it comes down to is, like the atomic bomb or the H bomb or whatever they're calling it now, just nuclear bombs, I guess.
You got me.
I do believe that that's a technology rediscovered. Even Oppenheimer said, he's like, yeah, we've done this in the past. Like this is not new.
Oh, you mean in terms of like the whole theory that there was a advanced civilization before
human?
Yeah.
And maybe it's in the Hindus' faith that they're telling some of that story, that some crazy shit went down, and like the nuclear bomb is kind of like, okay, when these guys can fuck with atoms and cause all this mass destruction, now it's time to start paying attention.
Yeah,
paying attention to them.
As like, was that like they need to intervene in some way?
Yeah,
I can't remember exactly how it went, but go on. I'll remember it eventually.
Yeah, the intervening, is like, I don't think that's what they're doing.
Well, there was
I think they wanted to intervene.
I heard about
have nuclear weapons.
Yeah, no, it was something along the lines of once we got to nuclear power,
right?
Such as atomic bombs and nuclear power plants,
like a type 0 civilization.
Yeah, that's when it was like a beacon to more advanced civilizations that we were like working our way up the food chain, like the ladder,
right?
Like we're closing in on like space travel and being able to colonize other planets,
right? Yeah, but the thing about nuclear energy too, like nuclear blast like that, is that the theory that they travel through space-time, like tachyons come out of it. No, I think that's a proven fact.
Really?
I'm saying fact right now, like with quotes, like it's a fact. But allegedly, like they release these things called tachyons, which flow in the reverse of normal time. They basically flow counterclockwise, essentially. and that
see, you came across a lot of stuff I'd never heard of.
Yeah, and then it fucked with like interdimensionally. It like tore up another part of another dimension that Earth is part of.
Yeah, that might piss off somebody.
And if they're super advanced, they're like, "What the fuck, man?
You blew up our fucking park, bro.
What the hell, dude?
Bunch of assholes."
That's where the Yankees played. The hell? They're fucking pissed right off. So, I mean, so that's one story, right? Is that the Ruxes were the big bad guy, and there are some other creatures known as Nagas, which I think is probably more widely known. That they're even still in present day India. They're on their temples and stuff still, where they're a human like top half of the body is a human, and the bottom half is a snake.
Yeah, they still over in India. They still have. I can't remember the name of the temple right now, but it's inverted stairs going into the earth.
Wow, yeah, never heard that.
And at the bottom of the stairs, there's this big, huge, deep well. And in the Indian mythology, that's actually the kind of like the portal to the underworld.
Sure.
That's where the Nagas live.
Ah, okay.
And only like the most holy of people are allowed to touch the water even.
Well, see, now that's interesting because I think that does kind of tie into modern theories that they live underground. The reptilians.
Yeah. It's like there's some sort of portal under the water, or there's tunnels or something like.
Yeah.
Where these half human, half snake creatures live.
That's so fucking scary to see.
Right?
Something like that.
Like you're just walking by the damn thing and there's a giant like 20-foot snake person crawling out of the water.
Yeah, he's just like, "Hey, how's it going, man?" Like, what's happening?
You just shit yourself and run.
What the fuck is this thing? Like, even if they were to tell you before you like, all right, there's like snake people down here.
Yeah.
They're like half human, half snake. And you're like, well, which half is snake and which half is human? And they're like, no, it's like your normal top half is human, bottom half is snake. You're still not ready
to see that.
To fucking see that slithering around talking to you.
Although, arguably better than the other way around. Human legs and a snake body.
That'd be so crazy. I think you'd be more confused.
Like, I don't know to be scared or
if you were really
smart, call somebody.
If you're really smart, you can like manipulate genes. Like I would think that would be the first thing you fixed. Like just go for the whole reptile
one way or the
body.
other.
Just go for the whole fucking reptile body because this looks fucking weird. Like a mermaid with a fish upper top and like a human body. Like that's fucking weird looking.
Yeah. But dude, all right, so but one of like the possible origins, right, of the reptilians is that they came from a conveniently named part of the galaxy. The star system was called Alpha Draconis. And they're pretty on the nose on that one, if I gotta say.
What are the odds
that the dragon-looking people come from a place called Draconis?
Yeah, like the head dragon. I mean, that's what that means. Isn't it? Alpha is like the top dog of reptiles.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That seems a little.
That's like if Beetlejuice came from the star system Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Just everybody there was just running around like a damn clown.
Like, what constellation are you from? Libra? Oh, we're the Librans. It's like, are you fucking serious?
Oh yeah, a lot of them have that, dude. It's like we come from the solar system, such and such, and that's their name. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
where the hell did you get the name from, man?
Yeah.
It's too convenient. It's so convenient.
Some of it just doesn't.
Some of it.
I think it's a lot of the time, dude. What was that? The Lemurians?
Lemuria, yeah.
Yeah, they come from like Lemurian. What was that? So was that the name of their planet or the name of their solar system?
I think it was the name of their planet.
Oh, well, at least that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
but humans also named it, so there you go.
True. So, but I mean, according to like all the theories and everything, reptilians are known to be like a hostile race.
Even in space?
Like, what was it? I think we are in contact with 13 other races, and they're all like, "Yo, fuck the reptilians." Like,
yeah, nobody wants to have anything to do with them.
No, they're pretty fierce.
They're like the douchebags of the cosmos.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, of course, man. They always got their eyes on domination, world, planetary conquering.
Yep.
And apparently, it's taking them forever and a damn day to conquer Earth.
Like, it feels like it'd be real fucking easy.
Yeah. Like the way I see it, man, like if you came back here in 1500s, we're running around with muskets and swords.
What are they gonna do? You'll be worshipped as deities, like they were in Mesoamerican times and stuff.
Exactly. Plus, I mean, you'd have
they weren't that much smarter. In the 1500s.
No, like you'd have these flying, just armadas floating around. Like I think it'll be pretty easy.
Yeah, they're already running the fucking planet.
Yeah,
just take
over. Why not just go ahead, and just say, "Hey, we're here, by the way, and we own you."
They are.
Well, I guess
it's aggravating.
Yeah, but I guess their whole point, dude, like their goal, their end goal, whatever,
right,
is to feed off humanity's negative energy, all of our bad feelings. Apparently,
the bad vibes.
Exactly.
Okay.
They've never once passed the vibe check.
No.
Dude, like apparently though, they love children. I guess they give up the most negative energy, especially when they're causing them pain.
Yeah, so I've heard that theory before too, and it's my least favorite thing to talk about. That apparently
stealing kids
it's like a child is more. We covered this before too. It's psychically open.
Yeah.
So when they're getting pain inflicted on them, it causes
greater. They get more like bang for their buck, essentially.
I think maybe it's more like a cleaner energy
than if you were
less corrupted adult.
Yeah,
who's already been dumbed down by every fucking thing they've been force feeding us.
Yeah, but like we said, man, like they're real slowly taking over the world. Like at this point, they probably control everything. They have all the power. There's no chance, there's no chance we're really getting away from them at this point.
No, there'll be nothing
not without like a Independence Day kind of war going on.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to end the same fucking way.
No, I think we just get our.
I don't think Joe Biden is going to fly a fucking fighter jet like into the center of a reptilian ship
and blow it up.
I don't think Joe Biden is the guy for that job.
No, dude, but I mean, according to everything, I mean, they're already in complete and total control of all the world's governments.
Right.
And the war that started, they're the reason why.
I kind of buy it.
Which also might be why the whole, world hunger and all world peace, all that's just unattainable.
They don't want it.
No. Because then, their food source will be gone or whatever the hell they use the negative energy for.
Yeah. The suffering of people starving and being, riddled with sickness.
Yeah. So
long-term sicknesses that you don't die in a day,
which I have my own problems, my own theories about big pharma to begin with on that, but that's for a different time.
Yes.
But I mean, dude, they're supposed to be either in control or are some of the highest echelons of society.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're some of the most important, most powerful people, or they control them at the very least.
Okay, like they got them under their thumb in their pocket.
Yeah.
It reminds me of They Live. That if you ever found out that they existed, the aliens when They Live, they would make you rich.
Is that the one with the sunglasses, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot the name of it for a bit.
If you find out that they exist, an old dirty bum.
Yeah.
Found out that they were aliens, and they met him and it's Keith David and Roddy Piper. They met him at in one of the secret underground fucking bases.
Yeah.
Life imitating art, or art imitating life, and he was rich. like the homeless guy was like rich and cleaned up and shit like that. They like
Yeah.
paid him to like just keep it a secret, and then
just keep an eye on people, see if anyone's catching on.
Right, exactly.
But dude, like some of these people, man, are like real high up there. I mean, we got Barack Obama supposed to be one. The entire British royal family is supposed to be reptilians.
I buy that hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, I mean, you don't live the Queen's looking rough, man. Dude, but like the Rothschilds, the Clintons.
I believe that one too.
Yeah, I mean, definitely on that.
Hillary is definitely a fucking reptile.
She's something, all right.
She's cold-blooded.
Then the Bush family too, which I don't know about that one.
They're a little too humdrum.
Yeah, but
But I do remember seeing online a while ago where they were like they would pause like one of these speeches from like Hillary or Bill Clinton or the Bushes, and it looked like they had like slits for eyes.
Yeah.
I don't buy it. I don't buy that though. I'm like,
because the problem is, dude, is that like
maybe it's just a weird thing that happens when their eyes
camera
on
glitch.
Camera. Yeah, maybe it's just the camera doing that.
They shifted their eyes to left or to the right real quick.
Couldn't keep up or something.
Yeah,
like the frame rate wasn't high enough, or
it was just too subtle. Or something. Yeah.
It was too subtle a movement. I don't know.
Yes.
I think it's pretty convenient to be able to pause it and see it exactly like that. Like that doesn't.
Yeah.
Really
plus, I mean, the way I see it, dude, like if you're good enough to imitate a human, you're not gonna. Right? Yeah, but like your eyes are gonna be the one part that, like, it's never like, oh, hey, you saw my fucking fangs, or some of my scales started showing. It's always the eyes,
right?
Like my tail was poking out of my pants for a sec,
Yeah, like a little turd tail, like a turtle head.
Yeah. Nothing like that. So it's just always the eyes.
It's fucking not true. It's just like, this is the kind of stuff that bums me out, because it's like when people are using that as proof, something as silly as that, it ruins, like,
it dilutes the theory.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
makes
dilutes
it
good
incredible.
Yeah, like good, well thought out plans and theories of these things is now also going to be ridiculed because of some fucking jackass thinking he cracked the fucking case.
Yeah, some 40-year-old still living in his mother's basement.
Yeah,
throws it out there and ruins a perfectly good theory.
Yeah,
conspiracy theory. You
fucking jerk. Like, what the hell? We'll never get anywhere like this.
No, we won't. But see, that's the thing. Like with all these real powerful people, the reptilians kind of put them into their places to cause suffering, that help move the world along a path,
right,
of enslavement, right? Like that's the end goal. Get us enslaved. We do exactly what they say when we say. There's no.
I think they could do it now.
They very easily. I think, especially with the world today.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah. You can't call somebody a name without getting brought to court for it.
Yeah.
I imagine it'd be pretty. Yeah, imagine it'd be pretty easy.
I'm not really into politics. I'm not really a Republican or a Democrat, but it feels like those would be Democratic states that would just be like, okay.
Yeah. That's where you hear the most stories, anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, dude, get off track. Dude, like, Jfk assassination.
Okay.
Like, tragedy. The whole country felt it.
Yep. That was around the world. A lot of, even other countries.
People loved JFK.
Yeah.
No one too. Princess Diana.
She was beloved.
She was loved by a lot of people in a lot of different countries.
Oh yeah. And when she died, man, that was a big deal.
That was a big deal, like world news. That was
a big deal.
Dude, even according to some of these theories I found, dude, even 9/11 was staged. Yeah. So
for what?
To cause like all these mass like negative energy for him.
That makes sense.
So like, JFK getting assassinated, Diana, 9/11, it was all these big time world news events.
Well, you gotta think too, like,
people back in angry, make them sad.
Back in the mid-60s, when early mid-60s, when JFK was president, being the president was a bigger deal than it is now, as far as like publicity wise. Like, oh my god, that's the fucking president. Now one of the Kardashians are significantly more popular than the president of the United States, or whoever it is, you know. I mean, maybe Trump, because Trump was like kind of a loose cannon.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he kind of wasn't towing the line.
So him getting killed like that devastated people. They were devastated.
Oh, hands down, dude. Like a lot of those, like those 3 major events right there. Yeah, and then there's more. There's always more events they put into these theories.
About the JFK one, though, I heard that it was because and you could do an entire episode just on the JFK assassination theories by themselves.
Dude, several.
I mean, you can do like 100 hours of different theories for JFK, but the one relevant is that the Bush at the time, George Bush Sr., was head of the CIA. I believe he was head of the CIA at that time, and JFK wanted to shut down the CIA, and Bush, being one of the reptilians or controlled by the reptilians, was told that we can't have that. That's a level of control we cannot lose.
Yeah,
kill him.
So get rid of him.
Kill him.
We don't need him around.
Right.
But dude, like all that stuff, man, you know, it's all just slowly pushing us towards enslavement, subservience.
Right.
You know, oh hey, this happened. Let's take a little bit more of your rights away. Let's take a little bit more away.
Right.
Here's some sort of comfort item, or or TV show or whatever to replace that lost freedom.
Right.
Yeah, like dude,
comfort for freedom.
Security, recently with current events.
Yeah.
Don't go outside. Don't go near people. Stay away from people. Oh, by the way, here's a check to do that.
Don't organize.
Exactly. Don't Don't get into groups more than I believe 6 people.
Yeah.
But here's a check.
I was happy to get
it. I never. Yeah. Now I'm talking about the weekly checks, not the.
Oh, I was thinking about the stimulus. I was happy as hell to get them checks.
Yeah, they have.
Me too. I don't give a fuck if it was a reptilian.
See, that was the thing too, man. Is that like they took away your ability to go see people. They isolated you at home.
To organize.
Here's money.
Yep.
Shut up. Don't say nothing. Stay at home.
Yep.
Start, another one where it's kind of like they're
what I think
enslave you a little bit.
What I think it shows is that if they wanted to, they come out and say, okay, yeah, alien extraterrestrials are real, which we already fucking know anyway. I really don't know any intelligent person that's gonna be like blown away by that news.
No, dude, you don't have to believe that they're here.
Yeah, like I already knew that.
You have to believe that they exist.
Right.
Whether or not you want to believe they've actually ever showed up, the universe is just too damn big.
Yeah.
For us to be the only species.
That argument's been as old as time, man. Because it's like,
and our galaxy might as well be a baby compared to some other galaxies out there.
We're way out in the edges of the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah.
We're not close to the galactic core or whatever. You know what I mean? And from there, it's just we're so fucking far away, first of all. But who's to say that they're just doing linear travel?
Yeah.
They're not doing linear travel. There's no way.
No, I mean that's why they
That's just like
generational. The wormhole theory.
Right.
Is really I really like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like you take point A and point B, and you smash them together.
Well, what's that?
You just get rid of the whole middle.
What's that doctor saying? Michiru Iraku.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Everybody does. He's got like the fucking cool, like long gray hair. He's like a fucking, super chill guy.
Yeah, he's on
everything.
Yeah, especially the Ancient Aliens.
Yeah, he was on there a lot.
Yeah,
but I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh, because no, I remember now. So he did that kind of demonstration of how easy it is. He had the sheet of paper, 2 points on it. He goes, shortest distance between 2 points is A to B. And then he took the 2 points and he folded it together.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, there you go. It's a lot closer now.
Yeah.
We do it.
Yeah, I like that. I like that theory he had. of like how he showed it happening.
Yep.
Yeah, I really liked it because it showed that it was completely possible.
It dumbed it down.
Yeah.
For people like you and I to understand.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he could have done it mathematically too. But
yeah, but Einstein was said that if you understand something, if you know something,
right,
if you can't talk, like dumb it down for somebody who's not in your field to understand it, then you don't truly understand it.
Right.
So just that folding the two pieces of paper like that
blew my mind.
Yeah, it showed you exactly how it happens.
See, I think I was actually with somebody and I was just like, I fucking told you. When he did that, like, I fucking told you.
I think it was probably like 2:00 in the morning when I saw that, but I was by myself.
I was like, I told you so. You bastard. I told you that's what was happening.
You son of a bitch. I told you.
If this Asian man is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Taco or whatever.
All right. So here's some stories to get an idea of the vastness of the topic, right? So we talked about the distance between two spaces and warping, which I think is what really would be happening at this point. Or they're coming from another dimension, which I would assume is also some type of warping.
Well, dude, that's the best part about it, is like there's some scientists came out and said the math works out.
We just don't
we can do that. We just don't have the technology to be able to do it.
Well, I don't know about that because the old guy that ran the Lockheed Skunk Works back in the 80s said that they had the technology to take ET home.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember. Yeah,
I don't think he was
the
kidding.
Technology to take ET home.
I don't think he was kidding when he said that. I think he really fucking meant it.
Probably, especially back then, before
Yeah, another theory that's out there, which is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of spooky a little bit to me, is that all the books in colleges and universities and just on bookshelves in general are misinformation items, right? To keep us confused and seeing the true nature of the universe and to keep the human race from what it can actually achieve.
Yeah, that's a scary prospect. That's
Yeah, and it's a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, because I was watching when I was researching this. I was looking into this. I ran across one theory that was like, like we just mentioned, ET, right?
Yep.
How they've been putting different kinds of aliens into movies that like represent real life aliens.
So he would be like a gray.
Yeah, like it was the theory went that they were getting us like subconsciously prepared,
right,
for aliens when they eventually make contact, because they've already showed us. That's why like xenomorphs are super aggressive. ET was like real friendly.
Yep.
That kind of thing. Like,
well, they even had that show. They even had that show V. Where I'm not surprised you haven't seen it. You haven't seen People from Fucking Dead, so I'm not surprised you haven't seen V. But V was essentially, it had Robert Englund in it.
All right.
And it was in the 80s, and it was like a reptilian alien race showed up, promised us that they're going to fix everything. In reality, we're eating us.
Oh, is that where that famous thing where it's like to serve man?
No, that's from
that
Twilight
was the black
Zone.
And,
that's Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
that's Twilight Zone.
It was a cookbook.
It was a cookbook. Yeah, it's a cookbook.
It's a cookbook.
I actually have a book that says "To Serve Man." It's like
yeah, of course you do, man.
I was hoping it was going to be off like the Twilight Zone kind of shit, but it was really like two hands, some fucking celery, some carrots. It was like an actual how to cook human beings. I was like, oh my god, this is not what I thought it was. I mean, it's not like when you're on Amazon, they show you like what the fucking pages are on the inside. They only show you the cover.
Yeah, so you're just like, oh hey, yeah, let me grab that.
Now when I hand it to people and say, just don't fucking open it. Check out the cover.
So when you inevitably get raided by the cops.
Yeah, like, I swear I'm not a cannibal. I thought about it clearly by the cookbook. All right, so another big theory is the hollow moon theory.
Yep.
Right? That essentially it's a hollowed out planetoid that is used as a large starship, which is in research terms, it's a great way to do it. You're protected from the rays, the cosmic rays and shit like that due to the surface. It's large enough to fit probably billions.
Our entire species
inside of
species could live in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But damn, reptilians have the Death Star just floating around our orbit, man.
The moon's not real anyway. It doesn't matter. This theory is bullshit. It's not there. It's not real.
And the stars are just pinpricks.
It's a fucking hologram. Everybody knows it. Nobody wants to say it. But somehow, if they are inside the moon, somehow they're using it as a way to control and warp our minds, right? To kind of bend to the will of the reptilians. Which again,
what was it?
Far-fetched.
They kind of made an analogy to like the Matrix almost. I think what that in the Matrix it was like reality wasn't real. They pumped in what they wanted to.
Yeah.
They kind of, I think they were trying to like connect it to you. It was like, have you ever seen the Matrix? It's kind of what they're doing to us.
Yeah, and I mean the human mind is an easy thing to trick.
Oh yeah, I mean you could trick yourself if you stand,
Yeah, your mind.
If you're sitting out in the dark woods, you can start. Yeah, your mind will start playing tricks on you.
So another theory too is that they're shapeshifters and blend right into society. Kind of like the folks that we were talking about before. The Obamas, the Clintons, the Bushes, the fucking royal family, which is 100% true. They are definitely reptilians. There's something weird going on over there.
Yeah. I mean, they're what do they call them? The
reptilians.
No, the God damn, I can't remember. There's like a name they gave themselves. It was something like the corporation or something like that.
Oh boy.
Like yeah.
Whatever you call a herd of like fucking like geckos. That's what they are.
Fucking herd. I don't think there's a word for a herd of geckos. There should be, but there isn't.
So another cool story that I like though a lot, and there's a couple different versions of this story that don't involve the reptilians, but that's the one I like the most. Yeah. Is that the reptilians gave the Nazis advanced technology, like full-on ships, the whole 9 yards, all the schematics on how to build them. Yeah, at the end of World War II.
Is that kind of how like they came up with how they were able to make the first jet engine? Is that where that kind of came from?
I think it's even way more advanced than that.
So we're talking about like the Bell.
Yeah,
the Nazi Bell.
The Glocke.
Is that what it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that's how you enunciate it. But
I've always just heard it called the Bell, but
yeah, I mean, like World War II did not end the way that we think it is, or the way that it happened. And there was a base in an article called Neuschwabenland, where Hitler went after the attack on Berlin. He didn't actually kill himself. He got out of there on one of the spaceships.
I know there was a theory he used like a body double,
which they did.
He lived until his old age.
Well, they did have those too.
Stalin had them.
Yeah, for sure. He had like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, like surgically altered, look just like him.
That's fucking so insane. Oh my god. So they went to Neuschwabenland in Antarctica, which there is proof that they like back in the day with Antarctica, you could just like fly over and drop flags, and that claimed it as yours.
What a great way.
Yeah, I mean, nobody ever been there before.
Yeah,
at that time, So
plus, nobody else really cared.
No, nobody cared.
Nobody gives a fuck about Antarctica. Yeah,
I think there's a lot of cool shit down there under that ice. I think there's a lot of cool shit that would blow our fucking minds. That ice ever melted. All right, so the U.S. sent a guy named Admiral Byrd in a secret mission known as Operation High Jump. Right, so he had an entire fleet, battle cruisers, fucking fighter jets, the whole 9 yards. He had the whole squad with him at that point.
And the best part about that too is that they used it. The government masked it as like an
expedition.
Yeah, like an exploratory mission.
Yeah.
Bullshit. And people are like, why the hell do you need an armada?
Yeah.
Like you need one icebreaker. That's it. To go on an expedition like that.
Right. Exactly. It doesn't make any sense to do all that for just exploratory reasons.
Yeah. Why would you bring an entire army with you unless you were expecting to fight something.
So the fleet went down there. It was supposed to take them allegedly 6 months to do. Well, they came back up to 2 months.
Yeah.
And Admiral Byrd had written down in his journal and had, when he was debriefed, said that there was flying ships out there that were just whipping our fucking ass. And there was nothing we could do, so they had to retreat.
They had to retreat.
And then they never really heard about it again after that.
Nope. But that got swept under the rug real quick.
I don't know. It was pretty suspicious though that you have like Buzz Aldrin and what was he ran for president a couple years ago.
Gore?
No, he owns like Heinz ketchup and shit.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, anyway, so he went down there too. Like, so there's like some big deal people in Antarctica. They're like, oh, it's a climate thing. I'm like, bullshit. What the fuck is Buzz Aldrin doing down there then?
Yeah, what the hell does he have anything to do with
nothing?
Climate.
Motherfucker went to space.
Yeah.
Like 80 years ago. It's like 60 years ago.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything.
It's a long ass time.
But like, what the hell would an astronaut know about? Well, I mean, I know they were all college educated.
Well, you know what I'm
but
thinking.
I don't know what his college degree was in though.
Well, you know what I'm thinking is that if they actually did go to the moon and they found some shit up there,
they ran into aliens.
He's essentially an expert.
Yeah,
because he's seen it in real life.
The world's, him and Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, he's dead.
Because because I know that there was supposed to be a communication that from Neil Armstrong. There was like, they're watching us, they're near us, they surrounded us, that kind of.
They're sitting on the edge and they're watching us.
Yeah,
edge of the crater.
Yeah, they're just sitting here watching us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
if he did go up there and they found some shit that's, if the reptilians are on the moon, that's hollowed out, they found out about it, they found some old school reptilian shit in Antarctica and called him down, say, hey,
check it out.
What the fuck is this?
Do you recognize it at the very least?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. You see, that's the best part. Like, speaking of, like, we have your resident expert of Buzz Aldrin.
Right.
So one of the world's like leading champions for the reality of the reptilian agenda.
Yeah.
Right. As I'm sure you guys have heard of him before, David Icke.
Oh, I fucking love David Icke.
Dude.
I love him.
I like David Icke, but some of his interviews are rough.
They're fucking stupid long.
Yeah.
Too. They're so long.
Dude, the best part, the part I love the most is I watched the interview with David Icke
for 3 days.
Yeah. And dude, this dude was like, what do you think of the reptilian agenda? Icke, he promoted his book. And then dude, for like 15, 20 minutes straight, he talked about nothing but satanic cult of like pedophiles who are like sacrificing people to the devil. Like, what the hell does this have anything to get back on track, Ike? Damn, man.
But if you remember, and we talked about it earlier, that if they are like some form of satanic entity, then that would make sense that they are tied together.
True. Yeah. Yeah. It was just, I was like, man, I really want to hear David Icke talk about the reptilians.
Dude, he's been doing it forever. He's been doing it forever. And
hands down, one of the most influential like researchers.
Oh yeah.
That have come out against the reptilians.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's been trying to spread the message about that for decades.
Easily decades.
Yeah.
And he is a lot of fun to watch. He's an animated guy. Like, he's not just, I'm going to sit like this and tell you all about reptilians. No, he's like flying off the handle.
I mean? Yeah, he's constantly moving.
Super passionate about it. And to be able to have like 4 to 5 hour symposiums and crush it like he does.
Yeah.
It's never boring. It's never boring.
No,
it's just so long. You're like, fuck, I'm not watching this. This is way too long.
Dude, like I said, man, it's a little rough getting through some of his interviews with him, man.
Yeah.
He likes to go off on real hard tangents.
Right.
But dude, like Ike's, his belief is that all of the world's major players, like everybody in the world stage.
Yep.
They're somehow connected to the reptilians.
Yep.
We said earlier they either are a reptilian or they're controlled by a reptilian.
Right.
That's it. Just if you're a major player, boom.
And I believe that if reptilians are real, that's what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's coming, like you said, the presidents, he's pop stars, movie star, everybody.
Yep.
And they're all kind of working, toward the new world order.
Yeah, well, that makes sense because Bush Sr. said that in one of his speeches about Iraq.
Did he? I didn't hear hear him say that.
He goes, and together we'll create a new world order.
Oh, that's not ominous or anything.
No, he fucking literally said the new world order. He said it like out loud. Oof. I mean, it's easily taken out of context, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure what he was saying before that and what came after that.
That statement alone was a feeding frenzy for conspiracy theory.
Yeah, well, the only problem with that, dude, is that you can't. But that's like people taking stuff out of the Bible. You're taking this one sentence, but you don't know what. You're not giving anybody the context.
That's how they do it now. That's how.
Yeah. So it's hard to believe it because you need to go watch. Like, see, after this, I'll have to go watch what Bush said.
Yeah.
To see what he said about it.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
Well, dude, like,
it's very creepy.
Yeah. No, hands down, like that's.
And he's very nonchalant about it.
He says, "Yeah, by the way,
right,
new world orders come soon."
Yeah,
just want to let you know it's happening.
But what's fucking soon? It feels like it should have happened by now.
Well, it might have already happened.
Yeah,
I mean, it just nobody noticed. You slowly integrate it in, and you'll never know.
Right.
You'll never know about it.
I hope.
Yeah.
Man can dream.
Man, you're really down for that whole. I don't care what happens as long as I know the aliens exist.
Yeah, I know they fucking exist. I don't need that kind of validation, but it'd be cool to know.
Proof.
It'd be cool to know for sure.
Yeah. But dude, I was looking into the whole theory, right? I was trying to find out when the actual theory itself started.
Okay.
So not like.
Well, I guess it would be thousands of years ago, wouldn't it?
No, actually.
Well, they're
I'm talking about like the
like modern day reptilians.
Yeah, because I mean, like we've religious texts and everything have some sort of reptilian,
right?
But like the actual theory that they're trying to take over, they're here, they're hidden.
Yep.
Dude, as far back as I could find, anyways, was January 29th, 1934.
Okay.
The Los Angeles Times reported that an engineer by the name of George Warren Schufelt. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. He was conducting a mining survey under Fort Moore Hill. Sorry.
Right.
And claimed he had discovered a complex underground structure of tunnels, catacombs, and he was using this thing that I actually never kind of heard of. It's a radio X-ray machine.
Nope, never heard of it.
Me neither. Until I looked into this, anyways. But he claimed that his radio X-ray machine found dozens of rooms filled with solid gold. He said there was these massive tunnels. They went at least 100 feet deep.
Right.
I imagine that's probably about as far as his machine could penetrate, really.
Right.
And the weird part was it was shaped like a lizard.
Yeah, but doesn't any long kind of tube-like structure look kind of like a snake?
Yeah, but I think he kind of meant more like
on the screen, like when he got the bounce back of the radio frequencies.
Yeah, I think he kind of meant more like something that when I was reading it was like the Nazca lines.
Okay.
Where it was these big long corridor looking things, but they made a picture.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, that's kind of how I thought of.
Seems like a waste of time. Ain't nobody gonna see it. It's in the fucking ground.
Plus, I mean, the only problem I have with that is when we dig tunnels as humans, we don't dig a tunnel that looks like a fucking dude. You know what I mean?
No, isn't it like an arm and legs and head?
No, it's just one straight tunnel with a bunch of room, but whatever. But dude, like after he found this, right?
Yep.
He went to a Hopi Native American medicine man.
All right.
And he found out that according to their legends, those tunnels were built 5,000 years before he found them. So it was way back in the day.
That's a long time.
By the lizard people of their faith. So
okay.
Yeah, he tried. Once he found this out, he felt like he had validation. He went and got funding.
I do find it suspicious that most major religions have some sort of reptilian villain.
Yeah.
And they're not always evil either. They're not always like the bad guy in the stories, but for the most part they are.
Yeah, I think that's just because you kind of attribute lizards with like predators.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of a lizard that eats like fucking salads.
Yeah.
Bugs and other
animals. Yeah, but like you kind of see how like a lizard would be more like primal,
right,
than anything.
They even say we have it in our own, the lizard brain.
Yeah, but dude, like after he talked to the medicine man, he went around, he got funding, and he spent months trying to excavate the tunnels.
Okay.
To no avail. He never found them.
Right.
Because before he could even stop, like before he could find anything, his funding ran out.
That's a problem.
Yep. And of course, then he could say, well, if the lizards found out he was trying to dig for one of their old homes, they cut his funding.
Right.
Claim, oh, you ain't found nothing yet.
Right.
So clearly there ain't nothing there.
And it's hard to tell a story like that and not be looked at like a maniac.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, and obviously, whatever he found, whatever kind of findings he did have, they never saw the light of day.
That seems like something they would hide, yeah.
Yeah. So, kind of like if you read between the lines a little bit on that one, I feel like he found something, and they shut him up. They didn't kill him. But then again, you could always be bought. Exactly.
Yeah.
You could always be bought.
If I have said a single thing that is true during this entire podcast, and the government is listening, my bank account. Yes, please come tell me not to talk about it ever again and give me money.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll stop this right now. I won't podcast anymore unless you want to give me more money. Then I'll be back.
I will podcast about how great
our government is. Man, here's all the wonderful things they've been doing for us recently.
All right, well, I think that about covers it. I think we covered a lot of bases here.
Yeah, this is definitely a topic we can come back to. So, I mean, the thing
is too about this is, man, if we were to try to cover all of it, it'd be 4, 5, 6 episodes long. There's so much information on there, and I do urge anybody who's listening to kind of go and take a look at it, because some of it is when you cut through the bullshit.
Yeah, like once you get through the weird, like for me, dude, like I don't pay attention to like the satanic shit, because if they're aliens, what the hell would they know about Satan?
Right.
God, they wouldn't know
unless they created it.
True, or the other thing is too, God and hell and heaven and all that are real, and they're not only on.
Right.
And there's not only just on our planet, but it's throughout the cosmos.
Right.
Which then very well could possibly be true.
Yeah, it could be.
Go back far enough, a higher civilization at one point probably had a god and a devil and all that.
Yeah, I mean, even in cultures that weren't Christian,
there's always like a version
of heaven
where you didn't want to go.
Right.
Yeah.
There, like if you went down to like on the river Styx and shit, that was the path to the underworld.
Yeah. Then you wanted to get into Elysium.
Right.
If not, you were on the
you wanted to go to Asgard,
Yeah. Yeah, the Greeks, like you didn't want to end up on the plains of, I can't remember, dismay or something like that, where you just wandered for eternity.
Yeah.
You wanted to end up on Elysium, which 24/7 party.
Yes. That's exactly where I want to go.
Yeah. Doesn't sound that bad, really, when you think about it.
Well, what am I going to do? Die? I'm already dead.
Yeah.
You can party like a fucking maniac. You can party like a maniac. All right, everybody. Well, thanks again for joining us.
Yeah.
Remember to keep your fucking head in a swivel out there. Reptilians are
Remember,
everywhere.
If you see anybody twitching a little bit too much, forking the tongue a little bit,
yep,
don't trust them, motherfucker. Take them out.
Don't trust them. Oh my god! Don't do that.
Yeah, don't please. That's a joke. That's
all right. And follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at the Gamma Ray Podcast, or just at Gamma Ray Podcast.
Yep.
And once again, thanks for joining us. Stay frosty, and we'll talk to you next time.
Catch you later.